Good day, everyone. My name is Quinilyn Rose Basilisco. This time, I am going to tackle about a control mechanism of supply chain logistics. Before we proceed, let us know first what is supply chain logistics. Supply chain logistics is part of the chain process that plans, implements, and controls the efficient, effective forward and reverses flow of the storage of goods, services, and related information between the point of origin and the point of the consumption in order to meet the customer's requirements. So, si logistics, iyang trabaho ang pagplano, pagkontrol sa transportasyon sa usa ka produkto, kung hanay ba ang pagbiyahe niini ang pag-transfer, whether import or export, including nasad-ana kung gibutang ba siya sa desired storage temperature, as well as the information and the documents kung diin gikan ang produkto o kung asa sad ihatod or kinsa nga company ang mo-receive. And now, let's move to our main topic. A control mechanism of supply chain logistics. Supply chain operations and network extend beyond domestic boundaries and global boundaries of all countries. A logistical exercise originates at the buyer's end and involves multiple agencies, including the buyer, have a role in ensuring that the items they purchase are of good quality and that the quality is consistent within set parameters. So, everything begins from the buyer. Iyan trabaho ang pag-ensure sa items, either materials, product, or services are in good quality. Like for example, nangumpra si buyer og kahoy para himuong marine or any construction materials. So, dapat check the quality first and then dapat sad ang presyo timbang-timbang rasad sa quality dili mo lapas. Because there is no point in buying shoddy goods, but the items need to be fairly standard quality with little in the way of variations. This means that the buyers have to be aware of quality issues and not allow price to outweigh the demand to have good quality products available. Number 2 is the seller. They are the one who provides supplies and services to the buyer. Para mas effective ang outcome sa produkto, buyers need to work with the suppliers to make sure that they can deliver the supplies on a continuous basis and the price will be as per as the price was agreed. Number 3 is the 3PL freight forwarders. These are companies that offer comprehensive and even one-stop solutions for enterprise supply chains in packaging, warehousing like storing of goods, transportation, and order fulfillment. So, these are companies offers overall na jud siya. So, it means marag multi-purpose na jud ang iyang kuan service ba, no? Number 4 is the transporters at various juncture. So, these are our transportation in waterways like boats, ships, mga maritime transport. And then, sa atong land transportation, atong mga buses, jeeps, or anything. Then, sa airways na to, ang airplanes, etc. So, they will make sure if the climate is good or everything is already fixed. Kung wala ba itipikto ilang sakyanan before nila i-transport ang ilang produkto. Number 5 is our shipping lines. So, our railroads, our airlines, waterways, so usa na sila sa makaipikto sa dagan sa atong transportasyon if naidipikto. So, dapat i-check sad na sila. The last one is the customs departments at various locations and financial institutions like banks to complete the inter-supply chain cycle. For example is offering credits, managing markets, and pooling risk among consumers. So, the interaction and engagement of all agencies that I've mentioned earlier helps the smooth flowing of materials in a journey originating at one point and going through the entire cycle of exports and imports to reach a point of consumption. The need for decision-making concerning financial, commercial, technical, operational matters about shipments arise at various times in the cycle, which demands the 3PL, the logistics carrier, the buyer, and the supplier whom is actively engaged and have visibility to information and documentation for the smooth flow across various transit points. So, how really important the documentation is? Documentation becomes important not only for the physical logistics operations, also involving the multiple agencies engaged in the interchain, which is the financial, trading, and the accounting processes of both buyer and seller organizations as well as the partner banks. So, the reason why documentation is very important because accounting practices of organizations require detailed documentation. Finally, goods and services are recognized and identified. There are many more aspects like terms of carriage by the carrier coupled with insurance liabilities and coverage that call for set of documentation covering specific aspects of each transaction. Therefore, the entire supply chain transaction involves set of standardized documentation. But these days, since modern naman kayo ta, standardized documentation like templates, modules are built from software applications, so made from computers na jud no, which makes works fast and reduce the amount of time and effort. However, at customs and banking counters, original and valid documents are required. So, mauna sa mga bangko, dapat jud original nga papilis jud siya. Nya ikaw sad mismo ang nagdala kay para ma-identify nila kung fake or dili, labi na kay kwarta na ang hisgutan. Mauna nga dapat ang supply chain manager needs to be aware of the complete set of documentation requirement along with the various aspects to be able to design processes and documentation control mechanisms. So why does a supply chain manager must avoid this? Because errors in documentation will lead to financial damage, delays in delivery, and performance. That's why control mechanism of supply chain logistics is very important. So that's all for my reporting. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you learned from it. I am Queenie, your reporter of the day. Bye!